Hey Ryan, thanks for bringing in your keytar in and busting out some jams for me. It's making this quick look way better.
Oh, I've randomly encountered a Patrick.
Hey.
Hey, we are here looking at Serious Sam, the random encounter.
The random encounter. This is the third of these sort of Serious Sam spin-offs where the
is this
the Crow Team?
Is this the third?
Yeah, I think it's the third. Wait, it might be. It's the second or third. The first one was what? Double Stacker or
yeah,
Weapon Stacker, which is Double D.
Yeah, the first one was Serious Sam Double D, and I think
there's going to be 3 of them.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if this is the third one.
I believe this is the second. Well, this is coming out soon.
Coming out next week. It'll be on Steam, a bunch of other digital places. Yeah, it's basically a turn-based Serious Sam game. So I'll start a new one to show how it starts, and then we'll jump into my game where I have 1,800 kills.
So they made an old school RPG out of Serious Sam.
Yep.
Is that what I'm to take here? That
is what you are to take. I mean, because basically, if you look at Serious Sam, like when I was reading up about the game, I think the developer's called Vlambeer. The pitch was, what is the most ridiculous thing we could do to the base gameplay of Serious Sam? Make it a turn-based RPG.
Make it not a shooter. I know dating game might have been more. Wait,
right,
what happened?
So so in Serious Sam, you are constantly running backwards because so many enemies are coming at you. So they kind of took this concept to a new level, and you're constantly running backwards from these enemies.
Like in your actual encounters. Now, are you?
Woo!
Did you have like direct control there?
So I can control him going up and down. I don't control the shooting. I can swap to different weapons. I can change the radius of those weapons. So this becomes less accurate, but I can hit them from a further distance. And you'll see the timer at the top. I have to wait 5 seconds in order to do anything else.
So it's kind of change weapons.
That's basically your, the active battle system. And so you run across these crates, gives you items.
That's kind of awesome. I actually dig this combat system.
Right, and so yeah, it gives you a little bit of control of what's happening. So if I do Serious, well, I'll save that. I can probably fight the first boss pretty quickly. But yeah, you have different items that allow you to do. There's one item. I believe it's random how you come across them, but there's one where I forget the enemies, but you know the ones that scream at you.
Yeah,
like
the
have the bombs attached.
Yeah.
The kamikazes. So there's an item that summons hundreds of those at once, and then you have to shoot the kamikazes to trigger explosions, which then injure all the enemies around the kamikazes.
So you just get a new party member?
Yeah, it's some random dude. So now I've got 2 of them.
Okay.
And so every 5 seconds I can kind of change their strategy. So
it's your buddy Superfly.
Yeah. So now he's got a minigun, and because you're going up and down, you'll have weapons that you want to change the trajectory of. So if I've got the shotgun going straight or the revolver's going straight, then I can have the minigun shooting down to try and fight on all fronts.
Okay, so then you're just controlling both of them. Uh-oh. What would have happened if that guy had gotten past?
He won't get past. He will just hit you, and then
running into you.
You'll just take damage.
Got it.
And this game can get really overwhelming really fast. Like these are the first fights, but these are nothing.
It's almost like I
got a rocket launcher.
Like turn-based.
Look at that. Look at all those guys.
It's like a turn-based side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to change him to a rocket launcher, which can do some crowd control.
Okay, that's a lot of dudes.
I'm going to have him stick with the minigun. So there's a little bit of got to wait a little bit of time before he switches over to new weapons.
Bullet hell over here.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is a turn-based RPG, but it is also still very much, there's a lot of action going on. Fight this guy. Oh, see, I'm almost dead up there.
Yeah, scorpion monsters are dicks.
Whoop. Look at this big dude.
That's a nice big sprite.
All right,
I also want to say that, echo your earlier comment, this music rocks.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
All right, so, let's see, we'll keep this straight on. I love big sprites. So one of the things that it can get a little repetitive to, if you kind of want to just keep doing the same action, there's no way to just say just keep doing that. Okay, you kind of have to go through each menu.
Every time.
Yeah. But there are going to be many instances, especially in some of the later stages, where you're going to want to change up tactics. I can try this and show this weapon. So serious speed will get me away from that guy, so now he can't hurt me. But also when the character you choose to use the weapon is also then taken out of attacking for that turn.
Oh no!
And that bomb guy
Sam's
just
dead.
ruined me. But then, just like any good RPG, I can revive. That probably
Deploy
was
your Phoenix down.
Probably was not a good time to use that considering that guy's almost dead.
I'm digging these weird conceptual and artistic takes on Serious Sam that they've been getting out of this little pre-Serious Sam 3 project.
Yeah, it's a really neat way of ramping up to the game because, I mean, normally this kind of stuff would just be like some weird promotional image or maybe like a real basic Flash game, but it's cool that they've actually gotten developers to go out and actually build these things. And it's
right. It's not just like, we hired a viral company to something.
Yeah, like this is fun. Like it's, you know, for what it is, it's going to be $5 next week. Like, so
it seems like
we're not talking about some grand investment.
Pretty modest scope of the actual game, but I like the art style. The music's good, and this combat system, I can see it getting repetitive, but it's at least interesting.
I got a grenade launcher. Swap.
Oh, a little too far back on that.
Let's see if I can get to the second boss here. Ooh. Grenade launcher I have not found to be as useful. But you definitely need it for crowd control. Ooh. Let's see if I can. I kind of got to anticipate where he's going to be. Because you only get one shot with that grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gotta get that key. It's not really a puzzle.
Well, it's a puzzle for Serious Sam.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But you see, as I was telling you before we kind of
Does he only have that grenade launcher now?
No, I can swap.
Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say that grenade launcher doesn't seem to be doing you.
It's not the best. Let's see. So we'll
Can you avoid those enemies when they're coming at you? Can you dodge them?
You can dodge it for a moment, but they're gonna come down and they's gonna get you. But I mean, you'll see they swat them away. So even though they take some damage, you're killing that enemy. It's just what will happen is that you'll end up getting. I do like this. I must say I thoroughly enjoyed that puzzle. There's a lot of combat in this game. You see I'm getting into random encounters very fast, and at the end of each stage, it'll actually say, I'm probably gonna die here.
It does look like those enemies are running past.
Or maybe you're right. Maybe I can avoid that.
I think you can.
Whoop.
Oh.
See, so much combat in this game. But I want to try and get to the other boss. Mostly just so I can see if I can get. I want to see if I can get the kamikaze item. Ooh.
Dodge that thing.
So he came after me.
Yes, it looks like some of the enemies, like those wildebeest looking things. Looks like you can.
Ooh. Yeah, well, the wildebeest are charging, so that can pop. Well, that was poor use of the minigun. All right, kamikaze bait. I got it. All right. So maybe those aren't randomized. Get out of here. Have you played the Serious Sam games in the past? The proper games?
Oh yeah. No, I love the original Serious Sam. That was amazing. There's definitely kind of diminishing returns on the series.
Yeah, because it had, it definitely was. It takes the old Doom formula to the nth degree.
Yeah.
In sort of a modern context.
So Serious Sam, and then the Serious Sam: The Second Encounter, which is basically like Serious Sam 1 Part 2.
Correct.
Those were pretty good, and they did some inventive stuff. It was just after that, it went to some weird directions. They did like console games that weren't fantastic. And
they released the remake of the first one on XBLA, I want to say.
Yeah, they did. Actually, I believe first and second encounter.
Okay,
got redid.
Let's do this.
All right, kamikaze beat. Let's see it. This is like a single-use item.
Yep. So now I'm trying to explode those dudes. I didn't use that very effectively. It's really effective in when you have like hundreds of enemies on the screen at once. It's just like basically this giant bomb. Whoop. Let's try this one.
Well, that flash of white seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah, not necessarily the most effective use, but we're just doing this quick look.
Lava golem.
Right, I'll show one last big sprite. Shit. Let's shoot it. I like the dude bro attitude of this game. Lava golem?
Well, that wasn't much.
I also have not noticed that Superfly's dance when he finishes each.
Yep, the little running man.
Good.
There we go.
Ooh, serious damage. All right, so that's a multiplier, quad damage. Let's try that. Boom.
That worked well. Well, awesome. So
yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like I think there were 3 worlds. I think 9 stages to each. It's coming out for $5 next week on Steam and some other places, and yeah. Oh, I pick up a cowboy here, so I think you can have three guys at once. And actually, one of the small there's really fun small details. Like if you're in the water, then you'll be fighting underwater. Like no good reason.
Oh, just sort of like as the backdrop
it's just
for it.
kind of an aesthetic change. But the game does keep that in mind.
Well, this seems neat and not a bad use of $5. You know, not necessarily the deepest game, but I do again think the combat looks interesting at the very least. A weird kind of bouillabaisse of different
there we are.
You know, gameplay styles here, and art looks nice, sounds great. So
yeah, $5 can't really go wrong.
Pick it up. Available next week on Steam.
Serious Sam: The Random Encounter.